Indigo Park is the least original mascot horror game ever made. Between the tired, cliched premise of returning to an abandoned children's establishment, the enemy designs, the unnervingly cute mascot character, and multiple sequences that appear to be lifted directly from Poppy Playtime, you'd think that this was just another Garten of Banban-esque cash-in, and in a lot of ways, it kind of is, but it's more complicated than that. The game begins with a really slick cinematic depicting the establishment of Indigo Park alongside its founder, Isaac Indigo.
Isaac Indigo? Hold on, that's not a name that humans have. This guy's definitely a space alien, I'm just calling that now.
However, as the camera pans out, we can see that the game takes place in the distant future, with the presumed protagonist, Ed, discussing returning to Indigo Park for some sort of search. It's implied that they're perhaps urban explorers or something like that. Spliced between clips of Ed returning to the park are newspaper clippings indicating that something terrible happened there many years prior. All guests were evacuated, and Indigo Park was closed forever. As the game begins, we find the park's main gate sealed, and upon heading into the service station next door, we encounter Rambley, the single best part of Indigo Park.
Hi there!
Whoa!
And welcome to Indigo Park! The world's most innovative and engaging family fun experience! Jump into the world of your favorite character. Wait, you're our first guest in 2,920 days, 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 38 seconds. Congratulations! I'm Rambley the raccoon. And it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is the most fun it can be. Just hop on over to the registration center to your left, where our friendly assistant will help you begin your adventure in the park.
Rambley, I have some bad news for you. There are already 20 entries for you on the furry porn website. I am not joking.
Rambley is an AI raccoon mascot that serves as our guide, appearing on countless conveniently placed televisions throughout the game. He's fantastic. His dialogue is well written, his voice actor is great, and his animation is expressive and charming. He's the single best part of the game, but Rambley is also a crutch that Indigo Park leans far too heavily on, though we'll get there later.
This one's staff only.
Dude, I ain't got time for your bullshit!
After completing a short tutorial segment, we're able to open the doors to the park and enter the Critter Corner, where we're given a Faz watch from FNAF Security Breach.
Your very own Critter Cuff, a new way to interact with the park that also doubles as a pedometer, heart monitor, and mood ring.
It's useless. It's just a plot device to justify why some doors don't open until they need to.
Isn't it that Minecraft YouTuber who did bad stuff?
Hooray! Great work, buddy! Now try entering the park, and we can start our Indigo adventure!
We started our Indigo adventure a long time ago when we realized that this guy's name was Isaac Indigo, which ain't no human name that any human has ever been named in the history of names. Isaac Indigo is definitely a space alien, like I said. It's like Ivan Ooze, dude. What kind of name is Isaac Indigo? What kind of name is that? There he is, Isaac Indigo. Dude, Rex Broadside is a better name than Isaac Indigo. Can I be in your video? Tiziano? Yes, you can be in the video.
Proceeding through an awkwardly placed loading zone, we find ourselves in some sort of subway tunnel movie theater. I don't know. The area's design wasn't very coherent.
All right, well, we know where we're going. Look at that Poppy Playtime ass floor. Although, something is going on with the resolution or something. I don't know.
Your facial data suggests you may be a bit older than the target audience for this ride, but it's one of my favorites. Do you know why Rambley the raccoon loves Rambley's Railroad? Because I like trains.
Fair point.
After encountering Rambley again, we progress further into what is apparently a train ride, and we board what is perhaps the pinkest train in all of gaming.
There's one pink-ass train, I gotta say. That's one of the most pink trains I've ever seen.
The train segment is cute.
I'm Conductor Rambley.
I'm pretty sure you're the same Rambley as before, but okay, buddy.
Rambley takes us through a series of themed rooms that correspond to each of the park's mascot characters. Molly Macaw, the pilot, Finley, the sea dragon.
You've known me for 100 years, Rambley.
Wait, Rambley is over 100 years old? What? Unfortunately, the ride breaks down, and things take a turn for the worse.
Still groovy tunes. All right, Rambley, shut up! Look at this furry motherfucker. Shut up, bro! I'm trying to do something about this. I need to find secrets. Just get me away from this thing. Holy shit, dude. Shut up. Whoa, bro. This is reminding me of the glitched attraction. Hey, it's this guy. What was his name? Ivan Ooze? Isaac Indigo? Lloyd's Limo? I don't know what his name is. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, guys. If anyone can remind me in chat, we just learned it.
After repairing the train, we continue on the train and we meet Lloyd the Lion.
Hey there, Lloyd.
Do not shame me with that common folk name. I am the proud, the prestigious, the professional Lloydford L. Lion.
Yeah.
Actor extraordinaire.
It's the Minecraft YouTuber who got in trouble.
After the train ride, Rambley basically gives us carte blanche to go wherever we want, though it's at this point that I notice the game's scaling. You know, the size of everything relative to your character. It's really weird.
We are very short. I have to be perfectly honest. We are very short. This is something I've started paying attention to as a 3D animator. Like, we are rather short. When was the last time you walked up to a kiosk, a stand, and your chin was like touching the table? We are very short. A very short girl. Or a man with nail polish. It's unclear. Or just a bad fingernail texture, which is, again, fingernails are tough. I know how that is. It did, at the beginning there in the cutscene, the awesome opening cutscene, which was freaking so cool. So cool. In the opening cutscene, there was like this back and forth text message thing that seemed to imply like, hey, we used to go here when we were younger, which would imply that these characters are at least teenagers, if not older, which makes the fact that she's like as tall as a trash can kind of ridiculous. Why am I as tall as a trash can? No!
Also, I mistakenly refer to the protagonist as a she, probably because of the nails, but I'm pretty sure we're actually playing as Ed, who's presumably a dude. The next area is probably the most visually striking in the game, a large fountain square with a strange clock tower and Ferris wheel in the distance. It's pretty cool, but there's a lot of empty skybox visible, and it's fairly obvious that there's absolutely nothing beyond these buildings that we can see. The illusion that this is actually outside is completely broken, and as a result, this area feels more like a soundstage or movie set than an actual place. It just needed a lot more low-resolution buildings and rides and stuff in the distance, because it's obvious that behind this clock tower is just an endless void.
All right, can we go swimming? Okay, huge missed opportunity that we can't go into this pool. Huge missed opportunity. Very disappointed. Wow. The game just lost a full letter grade. Not that I grade games with a letter or number grade. Would you shut up? I'm trying to stream. I do not sound British. I'm actually from New York, like actually.
After exploring the area for a minute, we find an information kiosk at which Rambley gives us some extra info on the game's only collectibles, a series of plushies and other Indigo Park memorabilia scattered around the game's areas. After listening to all of the lore bits, we head to Jetstream Junction, whatever the hell that is, but we find that the door is locked.
Wow, look at that! You're at Jetstream Junction! Oops, looks like Jetstream Junction's being tuned up. Last I checked, there's a security office in the back of the theater. Maybe a friendly wrangler can help you get in!
This Fountain Square section is huge, but there's really only one destination, Lloyd's main stage theater. Immediately upon entering the building, the game's mood takes a sudden turn.
All right, oh God, it's the Minecraft YouTuber. This ain't good. Getting flashbacks to Dog Day. Well, okay. He's a bitch. He didn't even want to fight. Okay. When do we get the gun? That's my question. Because that's when this game gets really good from my understanding, when you get the gun.
Lloyd the Lion is chillin' on stage, but leaves upon seeing us approach. As we enter the backstage though, Rambley appears on a hastily strung up monitor to warn us that he won't be able to communicate with us beyond this point.
Hey, buddy, I've got eyes all over the park, but I can't see anything behind the stage. If you're going back there, be careful. Your Kritikov is not yet able to resuscitate you.
Bad delivery on the word anything. Should have done a retake.
After jamming on the piano, we head deeper into the backstage, and things begin to grow very tense.
I wasn't scared, by the way. I wasn't scared by the sound. Wasn't scared. I'm a professional Five Nights at Freddy's. Of course I wasn't scared. Check out the LODs on this box. There's no barcode, barcode. No barcode, barcode.
Indigo Park is made in Unreal Engine 5, and it's really pretty at times, though certain effects are obviously pretty janky.
Yeah, the flashlight kind of looks like ass. The flashlight lumen shadows are janky. You can see them kind of wobbling and flickering around.
I turned on all of the fancy features, and while the game looks really moody and atmospheric when lights aren't moving, the flashlight doesn't really work well with it. The shadows flicker and jiggle all over the place, and it just looks really bad.
Lumen is being Lumen right here. This is okay. Including that the Minecraft YouTuber in the game was probably a poor decision, I must say. Oh God. Oh my God, it's the Minecraft YouTuber! God damn it, dude. I wasn't scared, by the way, of the Minecraft YouTuber. Is this lore?
After locating the key to Jetstream Junction, we move to leave the spooky backstage area for good.
Okay. That goddamn door. There's no crouch. I think we're safe. I think we're safe now. Yeah, we're definitely safe. Yeah, I called it. Somebody pick up that phone, cause I called it. Easy freaking game.
As we activate the door to exit, Lloyd the lion tries to attack us, though our Fazwatch seems to emit a high-pitched sound that repels the disgraced Minecraft YouTuber.
Wait, what? Rambley! Come back, please! Get me the hell out of here.
Returning to the main theater, we exit back to the fountain, and once again, I couldn't help but notice how bad the scaling is on this character.
Again, this chick is smaller than the first door of a refrigerator. She's like 3 feet tall. What is this? She's banging her forehead into this bakery counter. She is very small, my dude. Very small. She's the size, she's as tall as a trash can. I mean, come on. It's not a child though. It was sort of made clear at the beginning. Like, oh yeah, we used to visit this park as kids. So this is at least a teenager who is as tall as a trash can. That's unfortunate. I feel kind of bad for her. Look at this. You can't even reach the lock on this door.
Earlier, Rambley asked us where we wanted to go first, implying that we had a choice.
So where do you want to go?
I don't know, dude. I just got here, bro.
We don't. We gotta go exactly where Rambley says, always. That's the name of the game. Rambley tells you to go somewhere and you do it. Honestly, until the theater just now, every area in this game has been just walk in, talk to Rambley, and walk out.
Say, why don't you check out Molly's rooftop races? It's not far from here, and it's a great warm-up before we get into the bigger rides. Just take an up at Molly's landing pad.
Okay, sounds good to me. Look at this Opila bird looking bitch.
However, upon encountering this barely hidden arcade machine, I suddenly found myself playing a 2.5D platformer minigame.
Mother, you got me playing Celeste in the middle of Rambley's Raccoons? What?
Also, I might have forgotten the name of the game and called it Rambley's Raccoons, which I just made up, I guess. I don't know.
In the middle of Rambley's Raccoons? What?
Anyway, this is actually the most compelling gameplay in all of Indigo Park.
I used to speedrun Celeste, so this is no problem. That's not even a joke. I was not very good, but I did. I knew the tech. I know the tech. I knew the tech. Dude, this is dope. This is sick. I love it. It's dope.
At the end of the level, we come across Molly McWhatever her name is, and then this furry bitch shows up and things go off the rails. Here, I'll just show you.
Molly, what happened?
Okay, Rambley, I was flying through the woods, but suddenly I couldn't see a thing.
Looks like my smoke screen made of grass right on target. Salem, I should have known you were behind this, you shady skunk. Let her go. Nah. How's about I try my new potion on her instead? Thought I'd wasted it on squirrels.
Molly, look out!
Too slow, dumpster face. What did you do to her? I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up with this lore, guys. Okay, whoa. None of the friendship garbage stopping her from tearing you to pieces. I wonder what she really thinks of you now. Have fun finding out, motherfucker. What? Okay, bro. Easy. It was easy. It was easy. It was too easy.
Anyway, after beating this arcade game, we get this berry, which is obviously used to get the secret ending.
That's why, yeah, look at the secret right here, I bet. You see? This motherfucker. Poppy Playtimes. Finding secrets like it ain't no thing, dude. This is just how we go. That's how we do on the Theft King channel. We find all the secrets. I was trained by MatPat, trained by the best.
Oh no, this is horrible. Looks like Molly crashed into the right again. Don't worry though, your pal Rambley has the repairman on speed dial.
Okay.
Say, why don't you check out Molly's landing pad? It's not far from here and it's a great cool down after that exhilarating ride. Just take a down from Molly's rooftop races.
The enunciation on the line "that" was inadequate.
Apparently, the ride is broken, so Rambley tells us to go to another ride. Like I said before, the whole game is kind of just walking into an area, having Rambley talk to you for a bit and tell you where to go next, and then repeat. We find ourselves in Molly's landing pad, which is a playpen highly reminiscent of Dog Days from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, or the daycare from FNAF Security Breach. This section presents itself as a puzzle, but it's really not. It's another fetch quest. Embedded in the walls are 5 colored blocks that can each be set to one of 4 symbols, and throughout the area we find paintings of shapes that correspond to the code. Again, it's not really a puzzle, it's just a slightly contrived justification to make you wander through this area and experience all of the scripted sequences.
It's like Static's FNAF VHS tape, tunnel vision.
Hello.
Okay, green triangle. Dude, it's like neon white, this is sick. Green triangle, blue star, remember, green triangle, blue star. Whoa, okay. Bitch, get out my way. I saw it, you're supposed to run away now. Thank you. Green triangle, blue star. Bitch, get out my way.
Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
Unfortunately, by this point, the game had all but telegraphed that I wasn't in any danger, and thus, I wasn't really scared. After solving the puzzle, we go through another loading zone before pressing a random button with no visible indication for what it does.
I guess it opened that door, maybe. Yo. Do we win? Look at this Junior's ass death screen. That is one Junior's ass death screen if I've ever seen one, which is fine. Junior's death screens are great. You at them are the greatest. We gotta hit the button, I forgot. That button must trigger a descripted scene. Maybe it's because we hit it a million times, she got like super speed, and that's the only reason she was able to catch us, because as the leader of the FNAF community and the former top 5 greatest FNAF player in the world, I shouldn't have died to that. I'ma be honest.
Yeah, it's literally the Dog Day sequence from Poppy Playtime. It's literally the same thing. I criticized the Dog Day chase in Chapter 3 for being boring, so naturally this cheap knockoff is even more boring. Normally in my videos, the chase sequence is like a free 30 to 60 seconds of watch time. I just let it play because it's exciting. Ah! However, as I edit this video, I realize that I have to cut this chase down because it's so boring, and I think that says a lot.
We got it, we got the secret.
Okay, so I died because I saw her rounding the corner like a freaking school bus going 1 mile an hour, but she must have gone hyperspeed the moment I turned around because suddenly she was all up in my face. Then we find ourselves being chased through vents, just like Poppy Playtime Chapter 1.
Buddy.
Shut up!
Wait, hold on! This one's staff only!
Dude, I ain't got time for your bullshit!
Welcome to the Rambley's Wranglers registered room. Here we have plenty of amenities and... Okay. I can see in your facial tracking that you're scared, angry, upset. Transparency is an important part of our policy here at Indigo Park, so I need to be honest about something. The park has been inactive for years. Employees stopped showing up, guests too. The mascots are... I just was so excited to see a visitor, and I wanted to be sure you were given the best experience possible.
Motherfucker!
But I was confined to the entrance for so long, I didn't realize just how much disrepair the park has fallen into. Wasting all of your fun time. Sorry for the inconvenience. But, I have an idea. I have access to the repair documentation in my database. I just can't execute most tasks without authorization from a human user. You must have come here because the park matters to you too, right? Would you be willing to help me restore the park?
Hell no, I'm getting out of here, bro, sorry.
Facial tracking data that you aren't opposed to this. Ooh, I'm so excited. Let's get this place back in business.
Okay, that was a good sequence. It was perhaps the most derivative sequence in any mascot horror game ever. It was very, and like, this game's been in development for a minute before Poppy Chapter 3 came out, right? But it was literally like the Dog Day playpen chase, into the Huggy vent chase, into the Mistolite death sequence / Mommy Longlegs. Now, this is like a big epic moment, and like, this takes time to set up a special effect this awesome. That was super cool, I liked it a lot, great. It may have been that this was like in progress before Chapter 3, in which case, that sucks. That sucks, dude. He must have like seen Chapter 3 and was like, are you kidding? Cause that's the same exact thing.
Okay, welcome to the crew, Rookie Wrangler. Registered. Your first official job as one of Rambley's Wranglers, registered, is to get out of the Rambley's Wranglers registered room. Head left towards the Rookie Wrangler registered security room to set yourself free. Phew, kind of exhausting to say that whole spiel, but Rambley's Wranglers registered is a registered trademark. That expired yesterday.
That was when it hit me. Despite Indigo Park being the definition of a shallow walking simulator that is in many ways even less original than Garten of Banban, I was still enjoying it, but only thanks to Rambley. Rambley carries this game. Without him and his great dialogue and acting, Indigo Park would be entirely forgettable. For all of Banban's faults, the game at least has this unique, bizarre, liminal style to it, even if it is completely incoherent. Indigo Park's environments are generic. They're boring. There are some cool rooms and set pieces, but this doesn't really feel like an abandoned theme park. Like I said before, it feels like a soundstage. This is the video game equivalent to those haunted house rides that shepherd you through a series of rooms as scripted sequences play predictably each time. Rambley is the only thing that keeps you playing because he's great, but the longer that Indigo Park goes on, the more and more obvious it becomes that he's a massive crutch that it leans on to mask the lack of any real substantive gameplay, interesting environments, or even compelling narrative. We know that something bad happened here and it caused the park to be evacuated and closed down, but once we get inside, we just see that the place is trashed. There isn't much in the environment that hints at what actually happened, and without those breadcrumbs of mystery, the only real reason to keep moving forward is because Rambley tells us to, and he is quite entertaining. However, I'm very skeptical that this trick will work twice. Rambley kept me going for the roughly 1 hour it takes to beat Indigo Park Chapter 1, but it had already started getting old.
Rambley, shut the fuck up.
The game's developer, fellow YouTuber Unique Geese, is crowdfunding for Chapter 2 right now, and I think that's awesome, but they're going to have to do more for the follow-up game, and because Chapter 1 has zero gameplay with which to build on, it's not really clear what a more ambitious sequel would even look like. Poppy ran into the same problem. Prior to Chapter 3, the gameplay was just like puzzles, scripted sequences, and freaking Simon Says. With the latest entry, they added real game mechanics, and some would argue that Poppy suffered as a result.
Oh, you piece of shit!
By failing to establish any actual gameplay in Chapter 1, Indigo Park needs to either introduce something totally new in Chapter 2, or continue with the shallow scripted walking simulator approach but just turn up the spectacle and fidelity. I think the series could be successful with either approach, but both are easier said than done. After thoroughly teabagging Opila, we encounter another information kiosk, which lets us hear the dialogue for the remaining secret items we found. The mask we found during the chase sequence reveals a secret audio tape with what is objectively the worst voice acting in the entire game.
Whoa, where'd you find that? I've never seen anyone wearing one. Pretty snazzy. Ooh, looks like there's an audio recording tag with costume in my database I've never noticed before. Let's listen!
Hey, Jackson, you hear about the new mascots?
Yeah, think it'll put us out of a job?
I think so. Old sport. And right after we got this damn raccoon costume.
Man, screw this place. I said we get our asses out of here and go straight to Vegas.
That was some voice acting.
Dude, after Rambley's amazing voice acting, these guys are like, "Hey, can you believe this? Mamma mia!" It sounds like a joke. I've been critical of this game because that's what this is, a review, a critique, and I think all of my criticisms are very fair. However, I liked Indigo Park. It's a fun, hour-long haunted house ride with a great mascot character and some cool, albeit shallow sequences. Furthermore, the game is free, so if you're at all interested in it after seeing this video, you have no excuse not to play it yourself. And if you like it, you should consider supporting the creator on Patreon so that they can make the ambitious sequel that they want to. And before anyone says, "Oh, so you think you could make a better game?" No, definitely not.
We're still as tall as the trash cans. That's all the collectibles. We're like the completionists, except without the whole charity scandal thing. Oceanic Odyssey. Is the game not over? I assumed that the game was freaking over. I assumed we were like,
Wow, you made it to Oceanic Odyssey. You're doing a great job, Rookie Wrangler.
I assumed the game was freaking over after that chase
You'll
sequence.
find a potpourri of porpoises, pickles, and perches as far as the eye can see. But please don't tap the glass. You never really know what lies beneath the surface.
Beneath the surface. Yeah, I assumed the game was over.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, as the game ends, we get the actual best thing in all of Indigo Park, which is Rambley singing a song over the credits like GLaDOS from Portal, and it's fantastic. It's awesome.
Fragmentation myself. But before you settle down, you up for a little survey to help us improve the park?
Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true.
If you've got some time and you're up for a lark, stick around for the Rambley review.
I'm here to offer my best to each valuable guest I assist. and lots of happy feedback ensures I get to exist.
Let's try it.
Were you satisfied with the rides?
Yes or no?
Were you satisfied with your guide?
I sure hope so.
Do you plan to come back? Will I see you again? Did your experience convince you to tell a friend about us? Did I earn your trust at Indigo Park?